Welcome back to our deep dive on crisis communication and reputation management. In today's episode, we're focusing on a proactive muscle that every organization needs to build: training, drills, and simulations.
Absolutely, Yogesh, because even the best crisis plan is only as good as the people who execute it. You can't wait until a real crisis hits to learn how to respond.
Right. Practicing crisis scenarios builds muscle memory. Just like firefighters run drills, organizations must simulate reputational fires to respond calmly and effectively when they're real.
So let's begin with the types of training. First, there's role-based crisis training. Everyone should understand their part in a crisis, from CEO to social media manager to customer service reps.
Exactly. That includes who speaks to media, who handles internal messaging, who monitors channels, and who approves content. Clear role clarity avoids chaos during a crisis.
Then we have media training. Every spokesperson should know how to handle hostile interviews, stick to key messages, and avoid speculative answers. This is where mock interviews are invaluable.
I recommend bringing in professional journalists or media consultants for realism. Record the sessions, give feedback, and help leaders develop poise under pressure.
Another layer is empathy and emotional intelligence training, especially for customer-facing teams. During crises, the ability to show compassion and stay calm can prevent escalation.
Yes. Now let's move to drills. There are several kinds: tabletop exercises, live simulations, and surprise audits. Let's unpack each.
A tabletop exercise is a structured discussion around a hypothetical crisis. The team talks through what actions they would take, step by step.
It's low stakes, but high value. You walk through the crisis response playbook, clarify who does what, and surface blind spots. It's especially good for leadership alignment.
And then we have live simulations. These mimic a real-time crisis. For example, a data breach alert goes out, the newsroom calls, customers start tweeting, and the clock starts ticking.
These can be intense, but they test real-time coordination, decision-making, and message flow. The simulation should be as realistic as possible, using internal comms tools, social platforms, and real media statements.
Don't forget to include unexpected curveballs. In real crises, nothing goes to plan. Maybe the CEO is unavailable. Maybe a false rumor spreads. Teams need to adapt quickly.
And after the simulation, do a full debrief. What went well? What fell apart? How fast was your response? Did people escalate issues properly?
Record and document everything. Use it to refine your playbook and update training needs. And most importantly, create a culture that values learning, not blame.
That's a crucial point. You want teams to feel psychologically safe enough to admit confusion or delay, because that's how the system improves.
We should also touch on digital rehearsals. These are simulations focused on online platforms, especially in the age of social media meltdowns.
Right. Simulate a viral tweet, a customer boycott, or a leaked email. See how fast your social team detects it, how your legal team reacts, and how your leadership responds online.
You can even use tools like simulated dashboards, internal Slack alerts, and fake press statements to make the scenario immersive.
And don't forget to train your external partners, like PR agencies, legal advisors, or logistics vendors. They're often critical during crisis response.
Yes, bring them into your drills. Alignment matters when time is tight. Everyone should know your values, messaging tone, and escalation paths.
One question we often get is, how often should we do drills? Ideally, major simulations should happen at least once a year. Tabletop exercises can happen more frequently, say quarterly.
And update the scenarios. Don't keep recycling the same cyber attack or earthquake. Use new trends like AI-generated misinformation, ESG scandals, or DEI backlash. Keep it fresh and relevant.
Speaking of relevance, customize drills by function. For instance, a finance team might simulate an accounting fraud rumor. A healthcare team might respond to a patient safety complaint.
And don't forget to build resilience alongside readiness. Drills help teams learn how to stay focused, collaborative, and ethical under pressure.
I also want to emphasize documentation. Every drill should produce a report, timestamps, decision points, success metrics, and suggested improvements.
Over time, these reports become your organization's crisis learning database. Patterns emerge, weak links become visible, best practices get clearer.
Exactly. It turns crisis management into a learning engine, helping you get smarter with each practice round.
So, to wrap up, training, drills, and simulations aren't optional extras. They're foundational investments in preparedness, speed, and trust.
Thank you, Lily. And to our listeners, we'll talk about ethics and transparency during crisis response, how integrity and openness shape outcomes even in the toughest moments. If you found this episode of Corporate Communication useful, don't forget to join online, don't share it with your friends and colleagues, and leave your review. Until next time, don't just plan, practice, because when the real storm hits, preparation is your best defense.